I actually grew up in Gilbert,
Okay.
but moved to the Gila Valley around 2000, and then I started teaching at Eastern Arizona College there at the Thatcher campus in 2002 as an adjunct instructor, and then went on full time in 2004. So, been doing that since 2004. So about 20 years.
About 20, yeah, getting close to 20 years.
And the exciting part for us was an opportunity to relocate up in Payson because the college recognized, along with the Gila Community College District, that there was a significant need for a business program in Payson. There's the nursing program, there's the cosmetology program, but for a business program, students had to either go online or they had to relocate. And in such a business-minded community, the college recognized that a face-to-face business program really could go. And so they started talking about it. They started talking about needing a business instructor and an English instructor, and we said, well, we could do that. And so we signed up, and we are up here to start that up. We're very excited.
Yes, well, we were talking a little bit about, before the program, about Safford. I've only been there once. Went to, it was actually, was it Safford or? It was Safford to a football game. So when Payson played Safford, and it was my first time there, my only time there, and I thought, this is, driving across the San Carlos, I think, reservation. It's different than Payson.
Oh yeah.
different landscape. It's very flat for the most part. A lot of
cotton farms.
And they do have Mount Graham there, which is almost 11,000 foot mountain right there. So the valley's at the base of that. So that's actually a pretty beautiful mountain. But the valley itself is pretty flat, pretty dry, pretty hot in the summer.
Yes, you were just saying it was only a couple of degrees cooler than Mesa, where we're probably about 20 degrees cooler than Mesa usually, so that's a lot nicer.
Yeah, significant change. Yes, we're very happy about that.
No, that is so good. So, it's wonderful that you're bringing and starting this business and marketing communications program because there are so many small businesses in the RIM country that can really benefit from what you're going to be sharing in these courses and these classes.
Right.
Yeah, and now you've done a little bit, and how was that going? I know just a little bit, and I forget the meeting, like with the investors and kind of talking with different members of the community, the director of the Chamber of Commerce.
The advisory board.
The advisory board, yes.
Well, that happened in February, and actually at that point in time, Eastern Arizona College decided to make the move to actually have that business program. So I haven't been in the business division for a long time there in Thatcher. They wanted me to come up and run the meeting. I actually ran one in Globe prior to that. And that's what the purpose of that meeting is to get the ideas of the community members, business community members, people who have an interest in trying to improve programs at the college. And of course, that's when we first met. Maya, we met Maya there for the first time. Tina, McAllister Smith there. That was a good meeting. One of the most productive meetings actually I had attended and never attended in a long time. So that was kind of the first step to see what we could do with the program. And then after that, they did the hiring process. We went through that, got hired, and we made it our goal to get up here and meet as many people, attend as many activities and functions that we could to get the word out. Because the purpose of a community college, many people think of college as, you have your traditional student, they go through high school, they want to continue their education. And yes, college is there for that purpose. But a community college, by its very nature, is designed not only to help that traditional student, but also the community as a whole. So, programs don't necessarily have to be all business. I say that, I guess, double meaning there. But, fun classes for people to take. Like Melanie is going to be teaching a couple of fun writing classes that we think will have some. Why don't you tell them about that?
Yeah.
I've got a short story writing class this fall.
Wow, okay.
And then in the spring, I also am going to have a personal history writing class in the spring, which is fun. And so we can bring, and we're very interested in hearing what the community wants and needs. And so people will communicate with us. We would really like to see a poetry writing class or a journalism class, and we can work with, you know, the community's interest to try and bring more variety to the campus for not just professional development or degree seeking students, but also just personal enrichment courses. So,
Yeah, and that's where, and I was just looking back, but we didn't unfortunately have it on our Facebook Live. And if you're listening today, know that you can watch today's program on the KRIM FM Facebook page or YouTube channel. And you can see Scott and Melanie, and then you'll probably say, oh, I saw them at the farmer's market, or the concert at the park, or July 4th at the Payson Golf Club, or because you've been getting around, doing a lot of the activities. It's great. But we had, let me see, what is not Ty Jones, but the other gentleman, the skills coordinator from the nursing program, and a nursing student, a brand new nurse. And she was telling us and sharing with everyone about her experience, and a mother of, I believe, 3, and she was a CNA, went through the Allied Health program, and worked as a CNA for so many years, and then got to a point and said, why am I not doing this? Why? And she had thought about it and talked about it, but she went into the nursing program. She had a full-time job, family, and just really, you know, put her nose down. And it's great. So like you're saying, the community college, it's for all ages, and whether you want to get your degree or just take some classes to learn more about poetry, you have a love for poetry, short story writing, or you're a business owner, or you're about to start a business, or you want to start a business. You're thinking, okay, at some point I'm getting closer, I want to have a business. Then it's great to have this knowledge before you start the business.
Right.
Absolutely. It's so exciting to me to bring this to a small community, because I grew up in a small community, and without a community college there, I would have never been able to go back to school after I had my kids and get my degree and start down that path. I was much older myself when I went back to school, and it's exciting to bring those opportunities. And what's really cool is that we have the dual enrollment program at the high school, which is so strong, and students who come out of that dual enrollment program with a whole bunch of credits, the way we have this set up, if they're interested in a business degree, or just getting their generals, but the business degree specifically, they can go into the EAC Payson Campus and get their associates in business in 3 more semesters. That's it. And if they don't have any dual enrollment credits, or someone like me who's older and coming back, you can get your start from 0 and get your business degree completely face-to-face, no online courses needed, 5 semesters, and you're done.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what bringing Scott and I onto the campus, and all the courses that we're bringing face-to-face, that's what we're bringing to the Payson community. Is no more online. You can go face-to-face and have a real instructor talk to you and help you, because we all know there's no school like the old school, right? Online learning is not everybody's cup of tea.
Yes, yeah. And I think, you know, if maybe with the younger generation where they're so familiar and they've been doing it more, it is a little bit easier, comfortable.
Right.
But if you're old school, you said, it probably is a little bit harder for you.
Yeah, and even the students who are, you know, tech savvy, they've been around this stuff now ever since they were born, so it's kind of part of what they grew up with. It takes a certain amount of discipline when you take any course, but an online course takes a lot of self-discipline, because your time is not set. I don't have to be at class at 10. I'll just do this later tonight, and that, if you're not disciplined, can be a struggle. And a lot of students we find who take online courses, they get in with that idea that, you know, I have this flexibility, and then they end up putting themselves in a corner, either getting behind very early, or you know, they're up really, really late at night because they procrastinated and didn't get certain things done. So the face-to-face option is a good one for a lot of learners. It's still a very good way to learn, and so that's what we're hoping to bring and here to Payson. So yeah, it's good.
And I love the fact you guys have a lot of Eastern Arizona college gear, and you're wearing it a lot. I like it. Yeah, because you really, it's funny. You just don't see that much, in Payson. So I forget where we were, but I remember somebody coming up to you and commenting on the shirts, and you're explaining, oh yeah, okay, Eastern Arizona and Payson Campus. We're like, oh okay, yeah. Because you just don't see it too much, so it's good.
Well, we found something interesting here, and I think it's because of history with the college here. Because I think most people remember it as Gila Community College.
Yes.
Because that's how it was for a long time.
Yeah.
And without going into a lot of explanation, Eastern Arizona College actually takes care of the business side of the college. So it is technically an Eastern Arizona College campus. I mean, that's really what it is. But people, when we say we're with Eastern Arizona College, they don't match that with Gila Community College.
Yes.
But they are one and the same. And it is a good campus. It's a really pretty campus. Matter of fact, they have a 1-mile+ walking trail behind it that we've taken.
Oh yeah.
It's just a gorgeous campus. It's not huge, but it's a good campus. It's a nice place to go.
Yeah, and something that's coming up that is a lot of fun, the concerts in the garden.
Oh yes.
So in August, and I know we have a spot that's been playing, letting everyone know of the bands and when they'll be playing, but that's a wonderful event, the concert in the garden.
Yeah, we're working with the art department. We're thinking of doing like an open mic night. So when they have their art and photography shows, they also can bring any writers who want to come and read some of their original work. And we're trying to expand those types of things on the campus because it is such a beautiful campus, and we can do some fun evening activities with students in the community. And we would do a Shakespeare in the Park every spring at the Thatcher campus, and I think that would be a lot of fun to bring up here as well. And just so many the potential for so many fun things is here, and we're excited to bring it.
Yes, and actually an event that was just this past Saturday started at the college, and that's the Payson Book Festival.
Right.
So that was first held at the EAC Payson Campus in the garden area, but quickly outgrew that venue. It just too many authors, too many people, so they had to go to the casino.
Yeah, this community has got so much to offer, and the college is just there to just work with the community and just see what kind of amazing partnerships we can develop, because this is a great community to work with. We're excited about it.
It is. It's a very supportive community, and I think, and EAC, the Payson Campus, has been doing a great job over the years, and there's programs, and I think right at the top, the nursing program, it just is incredible and has set such a high bar, but that, I think, brings up and will continue to bring up other programs there at the college.
Sure.
That's the hope.
Yeah, that nursing program is stellar. If it's not number one in the state, it is almost there.
And it is number one.
I think so, yeah.
It's even number one in the country, in the entire country, as far as the 100% pass rates in over the last 15 classes.
Right.
So 15 classes, every single nurse that has come out of the class has went and passed their national certification test.
Yeah, 2 of our own children have gone through that program.
Wow!
That's excellent.
Wow! Yeah, the lady that was here that just became a registered nurse through that program. She said she actually, when she went to take her, I forget the NCLEX. Yeah. I was thinking T-Rex. T-Rex. A little bit different. But yeah, she went to take the test, and I think she said at question like 75, it just shut off. And she knew at that point, okay, I either did really good or really bad. But the questions, they're supposed to, if you're getting them correct, they're supposed to get harder, like a scale test, and it'll get harder and harder and harder. She said she never felt like the questions got really that hard because the tests that John Hancock and Ty Jones that they give are harder.
Yeah.
The tests they give are harder.
Yeah.
They really challenge them, and they prepare them,
Oh yeah.
better than any other program out there.
Oh yeah.
And they go to take that test and 100% pass rate. So
Right.
it's amazing. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I feel that when you have a program like that, and there's other programs, and your program, I believe, will be the same. It just
Oh, absolutely.
just the level of information that's put out there, and a big part of that is caring
Mhm.
with their program, the care from the instructors, and I feel that's the same way with you guys, really caring about
Right.
your programs, the students, the people in there,
Mhm.
wanting to see them succeed and just
Absolutely.
grow,
Mhm.
while they're in your classes.
Absolutely. Scott and I both have made teaching just our life's work, and we're
Mhm.
very passionate about it. Back on the Thatcher campus, our classes were always so fun, and it was just really robust teaching experience for both of us in the business and English program, and we're very excited to bring that up to Payson, and
Mhm.
our classes, we have fun
Mhm.
in the
Yeah.
classroom where we love it so much, and we're building classes right now for the
Uh-huh.
fall, and I'm so excited. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then I got asked to be a dual enrollment instructor at the high school. I'm teaching
Oh.
one class starting a week from today,
Nice.
English Lit at the high school, and I'm so excited to go to the
Yes.
high school. I went and saw my room last week, and I'm
Oh.
planning all these fun things to do.
Yeah.
I'm just so excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love my subject, and I love getting students excited about it, and I know Scott does too.
Uh-huh.
It's just we're really passionate teachers.
And that's great, having that connection with
Right.
the high school, and then you
Yes.
can get to students then
Yeah.
and really encourage them and say, hey, you need to look at taking this class. You need
Yeah.
to maybe look at this. Especially students that maybe they don't, and it's probably a high percentage that don't have a career path picked out.
Right.
They don't know what they want to do.
Mhm.
And that is great about the community college. And then I was talking to Hannah Jo Tomerlin, just saw her the other day, and she's working at one of the vet clinics, the one on the north end of town, but she went through the cosmetology program. She's like, I think I want to do this, but then, no, don't want to. But the ability to do that while in school,
Right.
and with the Aspire Foundation,
Mhm.
Aspire Arizona, dual enrollments, NAVID, I mean,
Right.
it's just amazing the resources that our students have, and they can have that experience. They can try those things out without their parents having to pay
Mhm.
all that money, and they can see if that's something they want to do or not.
Yeah, and it could pay off later. I mean, even if you don't know what you're going to do, you take those dual enrollment classes at the high school,
Mm-hmm.
and then life happens. You get married, you go have a job, and have some kids, and then you realize, okay, I want to do a change.
Yes.
You can go to Payson Campus here, the college, and say, I have this many credits. You have already taken care of a semester, maybe two,
Mm-hmm.
and that is a big head start when you're in that position.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you just don't do the dual enrollment, then you're starting from scratch basically.
Yes.
And so if we could tell every high school student, take those dual enrollment classes, the most that you can take, and at least you have something for the future if you decide to change and take the path of being a college student.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
And one of the programs that we are going to start back up, we're going to, and this is going to be sponsored by Lowry's Window and Door, but a Longhorn Spotlight program, and we were doing that, and MHA Foundation was sponsoring that. But we've had students in here. One of the things I remember, one of the students saying, he's going on to college now in Oregon, but he said that taking those dual enrollment classes gave him confidence.
Yes.
So it gave him confidence. Not only did he get some credits, but he felt for him it was a bigger deal to get the confidence of taking college courses.
Yes.
And
That's
he wasn't going off to college just out of high school with no experience of what it would be like,
Yeah.
the courses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a scary thing to think about college, and a lot of these kids, and we've seen it in our own children, they think, ooh, college, scary.
Mhm.
But dual enrollment, especially with someone who is a college professor,
Mm-hmm.
and they see that, oh, this is just, I can do this. I'm smart enough to do this, and this person is not scary, and I can talk to them,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
don't want me to fail. I mean, all
Yes.
these horror stories about
Yeah.
college professors, it's not true, and I love that we can, be relatable to students and get them help them see I'm smart and I can do college work, and it's awesome.
Uh-huh. Now, you talk about dual enrollment. Are the marketing, or any of those dual enrollment?
Yes, they
Okay.
are. The thing about some of those classes is they transfer is just, they're not general ed classes.
Okay.
They don't move over to anything that counts as general ed. So, what is it, elective? That's
Elective.
Yes.
elective classes.
Yes.
But that's still credit. You
Okay.
have to have electives to
Yes.
to get your program done.
Mhm.
So they are still good classes to take.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple classes that are general ed classes that I think that we teach. I want to say a human relations class
Mhm.
that Ginger Liddell teaches over
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Good
So
job.
I have to
Okay.
double check on that. I might be wrong. But the point is that you still need the credits. So
Yes.
it's still a good idea to jump in some of those classes and get those credits taken care of, and then you can focus on the ones that you need to get taken care of when you go to the college.
And I'm glad you mentioned Ginger Liddell.
Yeah.
She is actually the one that we are going to be coordinating with to get the different students. And how she thought that would be good is looking at some of the CTE programs and then
Mhm.
sports programs, the different sports, and have students, a couple, come in. We're going to do it twice a month.
Mhm.
And just share their experience,
Awesome.
in school, what they plan on doing after school, and just share with the community, what they have going on. I think it's important, and that's why you being in the high school is real good, to have that connection. There needs to be that connection, and the
Right.
more connected we can be, the better. So
Mhm.
with our listeners and people, that watch the program on Facebook, when they see these students and hear about all the awesome things they're doing and what they plan on doing, I think it's really encouraging.
Yes.
Because our young people, we have great young people, awesome young people in this community, and the more we can highlight them, I think just the better it is.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's a great idea,
Yeah.
I think.
Mhm.
We should shout out to Allison Norquist. She teaches math classes there.
Oh, yeah.
And
Dual
then
enrollment.
Cameron Maurer, I think, taught a biology class over there. Maybe, I don't know about that for sure, but
Mhm.
he, of course, now has moved. He
Mhm.
left and actually went down to the Thatcher campus. So
But
they
they've got a new biology teacher
biology.
coming.
Don't know who it is yet, but
But that's going to continue.
yeah.
as well.
So yeah, we get that contact at the high school, and I think the kids then see it. Well, it's funny. I'll step back a little bit. All of our kids, when they were going through high school down in Thatcher, they told us how the teachers in the high school will tell how scary the college instructors
You
were.
won't get away with that in
Yeah,
college.
they don't. They don't put up
They
with
don't
that.
put up with that.
They don't put up
And
with
so,
that.
I mean,
That's
our
funny.
kids were like, "What are you talking
I
about?"
know.
Now,
We know our parents
Yeah.
are not like that.
Yeah.
but the other students, I imagine, and
Yeah.
I remember back to, I was scared to go to college. I mean, it's just, you don't have all your friends. It's a whole different
Yeah,
way of going to
yeah.
school. But yeah, I think having a presence here at the high school is so important. And then you've got good high school teachers too that promote the
Mhm.
importance of education in college.
Mhm.
And in the future, I mean, in case people don't know, I mean, a community college like EAC here at Payson is only a 2-year college. It's an
Mhm.
associate's degree that you
Yes.
get. But just last year, the legislature passed the bill that community college can offer 4-year degrees.
Nice.
So that is on the
Yes.
horizon.
Wow.
So you could get a bachelor's degree here in Payson, hopefully in the future. I mean,
Yes.
that
That's
is
not
something
far
right
away.
there.
And the not so distant future.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Mhm.
Wow, that is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
Well, it is, and there's a lot of exciting things happening, I think, with the campus. I think both of you relocating, moving to Payson, and starting the business, marketing, communication programs, I think is an amazing resource for the community. So I'm so glad you guys are here, and I know as people get into your classes, they'll have a great time, and it will just, it'll grow.
Oh, we're
Really
excited.
grow.
We're so excited.
Yeah. Well, just like that, a half an hour.
Oh, wow, it's already been a half an hour.
Yeah. That was a good time.
It has, I know. It's, yeah, it's great. When you're passionate about something, and it's so easy to talk about it. And I know you guys are both very passionate about EAC Payson Campus and these programs. So we should give, for registering, the website. You can do it online, and that is...
You just go to EAC's website, it's eac.edu,
Okay.
and then you go to, there's searchable, under academics, you go to searchable schedule, and you can click on that, and it'll list all the classes available for fall, and you can, any subjects that you are interested in. If you are completely clueless and you're not sure where to start, you just contact the counseling department at EAC. The local number here at at the Payson campus is 928-468-8039. And they will get you all set up. If you have no idea what you need, they'll sit you down and look at what you have, what you need. Or if you just want to see if there's some fun classes to take on Wednesday night, you can do a search for Wednesday night classes and find something. It's really easy.
And you can still stop by the EAC Payson Campus on Mud Springs Road.
Yes,
So you
absolutely.
can go into the administration office
Yep.
and chat with them as well. So, no, it is great, but a lot of wonderful courses. So,
Yeah, a lot of new courses.
and
to
new
the campus,
courses.
Yeah.
So.
So you definitely want to check it out. So thank you both so much for coming on this morning.
It was a
Thanks
pleasure.
for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, you're so welcome. And time to get back to the music here with some, let's see, ZZ Top, some Cars, Little River Band, and more. So again, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and hope you have a wonderful Monday. All right, there we go. And I'll stop the live.